Okay, so I welcome you all once again to Ike Software Originals Volume 2 ebook software we're giving out. If you're watching this video, congratulations, you are still moving on. In this video, we're going to do some software more like, I don't know how to say this, more like Visual Studio Code, or let's say more like Sublime Text or anything like that. You can see that Sublime Text is a text editor which helps you to write some codes and then go about in all the code, then you save, then you can indeed in fact um, save as um, an HTML document file. Yes, so in today's video what we are going to do is we are going to develop our own software which is going to help us to develop a software which can render same thing for us when we are building the software. So with no further ado, let's get started with it. They have some basic codings, but we would like to take a good along with that. Okay, so first thing first, I created a project. I gave it a name, Advanced Code Editor. So with this, I would like to modify this system. So in this case, I'm just gonna launch my Picon software or my Icon 8 software, and that is going to absolutely help me to get some icons for my project. So whilst I'm waiting for the verification of the icon to take action, I'll just start working on the interface. So with the interface, all I have to do is I will just set the form border style to none for now, and that'll give me a transparency of it, and I will set the back color of it to black for now. Then I will just add a panel, and based on this panel I'll just dock it to the top. So I have this panel here, I'll just dock it to the top. Sorry for the verification taking too long. And based on this this particular panel, that is where it's gonna tackle, or is gonna take in charge um of my buttons, right? So I'll just say, okay, I will add a picture box. Okay, so it's opening. I'll add a picture box in here, like you see here. Then I just resize the picture box according to how I want it. So this is going to be my image, my icon for that. So here I'll just set the size mode to zoom for now, and I'll just copy this and paste it 2 times, which is, I love this. I want this to be here, and this one is also going to be here. Good. And as you can see, I have my Picon here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in for 48, and I'm going to go in for close, right? So I'll just navigate or redirect myself to my directory. I don't want to use the Mac OS directories, so I'll just navigate myself to my source code project file, and yeah, so I'll just create a folder here, and with this folder I'll just call it icons. So inside this icon, I have this Picon software right here. So all I have to do is I have to, I don't know, mostly I can, okay, I don't know the reason why, sorry for that, I'm not being able to get some icons based on that. So let's say that I want this close guy, or I want this close guy. I don't know which one to choose. Let's choose this. So I want this close guy, and with this close guy let's use maximize. So I want this maximize, and let's set to minimize. So I want this minimize, then let's say code, right? So I really love this guy, or I can choose in within any of them. So depending on what you want to do, depending on the software you want to build, and depending on the icon you want to choose, right? So in this case I would like to choose this guy. Good. So I have these three guys here. I'll first of all minimize all these. So with this is going to be my icon, so I'll just have to choose the image, and I'm just going to choose it as a local resource, and I'll just redirect myself to I think my documents, and go to my Visual Studio project. Then I go to my advanced icon. Then first of all I would like to see the icons I have here so far. So I have this guy here, and that is gonna get me this. So I have these two guys, and this is going to be my close guy. As you can see, I already have them here, so I just have to just load them just like that. So I have this guy also, so I'll just say that is maximize. So I'll just have to paste one more, and I'll just bring that one here, and that is going to be my minimize, right? Okay, so basically that is how it goes. All right, so I have this, and I'd like to add a label, and based on this label I'm just gonna give the label a text of, let's say, Microsoft code editor, right? So I'll just have to give it a name like Microsoft code editor, and I would like to say, okay, the font color is going to be white. Then I would like to set the font size to maybe 12 or anything like that. I think 12 is quite good enough, and I love it, right? Okay, good. So in this case I would love to use iOS version or iOS type of software development, right? So I'll then bring all these guys here, and I'll bring this guy here instead. Guys, don't be annoyed. I just wanna blend some things up, right? I just wanna blend some things up, Yeah, bruh. So yeah, so we have this, and then I believe you can see that I'm indeed in fact trying to work along with all what I'm doing here. So in this case I would like to extend this a little and bring this here, right? So based on this, guys, I would like to extend this guy, right? Or let's say I wouldn't like to extend, but let's use a context, a menu strip, right? So with a menu strip, I'm just going to cut this menu strip, and in here I'll just paste it here, right? Paste it onto the panel, or sorry, onto your form. So here is going to be file, and that is going to be open, save, right? And you just have to say maybe save as, and you just have to say quit, right? Just like that. Then we have edit. So under edit we have maybe redo, undo. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. I don't want us to basically work with this guy, so you just let's delete it for now. I just want us to get everything quite on point and quite nice and beautiful. So let's add another panel. So with this panel I'll just add a panel here, and with this panel I'll just dock it to the I'll just like to dock it to the right side of my screen, and that is going to be my editing buttons or anything like that. So I'll just have to copy and paste these buttons. So one here, and first of all let me go to my Picon software and then redirect myself to the folder, and I just have to say undo, and I have this undo here. and I just have to say redo. So I have this redo here, then I just have to say copy, right? So I have this copy here, and I just have to say paste. So I have this paste here, and I delete, right? Delete. So I'll just go in for this guy, and I just say delete, paste, that is select all. So I think I will be choosing this for select all. Then I will be going in for run, right? Or let's say browser. So I'll just add this Chrome guy for export. Then I'll say save, and I would like to use this save guy. Then I'll say HTML. So I'll just say maybe if you want to work with PHP, HTML, whatever you want to work with, I would like to say okay, export as HTML. So let's just work with these. So first of all, let's say a new folder, right? Let's a new project. So let's say new. Think we have to go in for maybe this plus sign or anything like that, depending on whatever you want to do, right? So with this, I'll just choose that same guy, that is the plus guy, and with this plus guy, I'll just copy and paste it one more time in here, and that is going to be my from the plus sign. I'll just go into take let's say HTML or anything like that, right? So with the HTML, I'll just go by HTML. Good. And I just have to paste it one more time, and I will say that okay, from the HTML, then we have to save it, right? So I'll just go in for the save guy like that, and I just have to paste it one more time again, and within this I'll just say okay, then let's say we are getting much more into this. So let's say maybe I don't know how to say this, maybe undo or redo. For those guys, we will just put them on top there. Let's say copy, right? Let's say copy. Good. Let's paste one more. That is going to be our paste. So you just have to go by that way. So we have our paste guy here, and I just have to say yeah. So let's say select all. So this is paste, right? I've already added. So let's add select all. I think I really love the select all. Let's work within that, and let's see how best we can work within this. So apart from that, I think we are all done, right? Oh, the delete guy, let's add the delete button, and let's see if we can add one more, and let's see. I don't know, are we missing something here? I think we have to work with the Chrome. So that is going to be our Chrome guy, and this Chrome guy is going to be here, right? So you can just open up in Explorer. Let's copy paste this guy here, and that is going to be the undo and then the redo, right? So this is going to be the undo, so that is redo, sorry, and you just have to copy paste one more here, last but not the least, at least. So we have this, then let's say okay, redo. Good. So we have these guys here, and this is a preview, right? So I just have to bring these two guys by holding shift on my keyboard to select the two of them, align them here, and this is going to be my preview. So I just have to say okay, let's copy paste this guy, then let's say we are going to give this a name called preview, right? So preview. Good. So with this preview, I think I love it. So we have this preview guy here, and that is very, very good of you to get. Yeah. So I have this here, and I think I'm good enough with this. Let me just rearrange this. Okay, you see, developing a software depends on how you want to let it look like, right? So I'll just hold shift to select all the buttons here, and based on these buttons I'm just going to choose the icon style of it. So when you come down here, we have icons here. I think icons, where are they? Cursor, sorry. Oh, cursor, right? So we just have to choose hand. Good. So firstly, save your project before we continue. Then let's start the project and let's see how far we are moving on. Okay, so starting the software, before we move on, you have to get, okay, so as you can see here, this is what we've built so far, and it's very, very beautiful. You have the close guy here. I think it's quite enough, right? Or should we bring it? I don't know, but depending on what you want to do, I think. Okay, let me just bring these guys here. I think I don't want Manso Sembia in my life. Okay, so let's see. So let's bring these guys here. Then let's say this is going here. Okay, I did this previously, but I don't know what came over me. Then I just destroyed it. Okay, I really love this. I think this is quite enough. Okay, basically this is what I really want. Okay, so now how can we differentiate between the two of them? Now this main background the color can be changed, right? We can say, okay, let's choose something like inactive, captive, or anything like, let's use something like dark gray, right? So let's say is it info? I want a color which is kind of cool. Let's say dim gray. Oh, so sorry for that, guys. I was working on the, I don't know, I'm working on the background. Okay, so let's use a dim gray, and for the dim gray I would like to set this panel back color to black for now, and I'll set this also to black. Okay, so I think this dim gray, we have to you can did in fact work within any color you wish to choose, right? Any color you wish. Okay, this is quite enough. Now before we continue, there is a third-party plugin called I think I have the name somewhere here. I'll be giving it to you in the link in the description. That is FirstColorTextBox, right? So with this FirstColorTextBox, it will be given to you. How to install it is, you have this file here, so you just have to drag and drop it here, just like that, and that is going to give you this thing, right? It's going to give you this. So let's add a tab, right? Like a tab control. Then let's fill the tab. So for the dock of it, I'll just dock it to fill. So the dock style, I'll just make it fill. So I have everything all done here. Now I'll delete the panels within, I'm sorry, the tabs within, so that I get 0 tabs, right? Because we will be calling them. So yes. Now bear in mind that you should get this guy's name in your head, FirstColorTextBox. You should get it, you know, in your head. All right, so in this case we are going to create a new user control, and this user control is going to be called our editors, editor, right? And this user control editor, this is going to help us. So we have this editor here, and what I'm going to add is I'm just going to add this guy, right? Good. So I'm just going to add this guy here. I just have to say, okay, let's set the dock to fill for now. So we have the dock, let's set it to fill. So I have this all filled up, and I will add a web browser, one web browser also here. So I think we've added one web browser. So this web browser will be sent to back. Just right click and then click on send to back, so that you see only this fast color text box. Good. Now the fast color text box you see is the text on it, so you can just clear the text and you are good to go. So just like this. Good. Now what we've gotten here is very, very interesting. So you just have to say, okay, you just have to say, let's say with this guy, I just want us to set the dock, instead of fill, let's unfill it, right? So set it to none for now, and let's set the web browser also to undock. This is what I want us to do. Let's go back here, this guy, let's cut it. So Command X on your MacBook or Control X on your keyboard on your Windows, then you paste it here. So we have this here already. Now let's dock these guys, let's dock them back. So we have this, and these two we will just dock it. Good. Or you can even say, okay, don't dock it, but let's dock it to the right side for this guy, and let's extend it for only this. Good. This is already been docked to the other side, so I think this is quite interesting, right? Good. Now this plus sign, I'd like to cut it, and I'll just bring it up here, somewhere here, so that I add new. Good. So this delete guy also, okay, let's use subtraction for now. Let's use subtraction for now. So let's say minus. Good. So I have this guy here. Just navigate yourself to the icons, then drag and drop this guy, right? So based on this, if I have the plus sign, I should have the minus as well. So this is going to be the minus, and I'll just choose it. Where is this guy anyway? Okay, so I just have to cut it, go back, and I think inside my icon I have to paste it. So now I can find it here. Okay, good. So let's save our project. This is going to be our preview. So we have this. Now based on this, all we have to say is this is a rich text box, right? And I think we have to bring the preview guy. Let's cut it, then let's delete this. I want everything to be quite simple here for us to get everything well done on point. All right, so on the editor we have to paste this guy here. Good. And that is our preview, right? So I'll just have to say, okay, let's bring the preview guy on top of everything, right? So we have this preview guy here. Now let's save everything. Okay, let me set up rightly, then let's start coding. So all we have to say is when we click on this, right? So double click and enter into the codes, and I would like to zoom into 150 so that I see whatever I'm doing clearly. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say that, okay, the text box, what is the name of the text box? It is um um it is fast colored text box, right? So just gonna say fast colored text box 1, or let's say our web browser 1 dot document text, right? So we have a document text is equals to our fast colored dot text, right? So just like that, that is going to do all the magic. Then here to we say this is going to be later on, later on. I won't be adding this because it's both of them with a settings. So let's work with a copy. So the copy, we will say that fast colorbox dot text, let's say dot copy, right? I just want some basic codings so that you will be getting the understanding, because the main ones are there. So we say fast color dot paste, right? Then we come here, we say select all. So fast color dot select all, right? Good. I think the undo and the redo also have to be here because we want to work within any of them. So let's cut them. Okay, and let's bring them within. So just have to go back to the editor and you just paste it somewhere here, and this is going to be here for now, and this is going to be here. So we just have to say that this is undo, right? So just say fast color dot undo, right? Then we just say this is going to be fast color dot redo, right? Just like that. So based on this, we just have to say delete is gonna be fast textbox dot delete dot clear, right? Something like that, dot clear. Good. So whilst we have all these done, we are good to go. Now before we get it in here, we have to call them. That is the difficult part. So based on this, we can go to build solution. Make sure you don't have any errors in your code, and make sure you get a successful build down here. So let's wait for it, and you can see that I have a successful build here. So that means when I go back to my form 1, I will see that editor here. Good. This editor, we are going to use it, right? We are going to use that. So now let's see something. Right click on anywhere, go to view codes, and make sure form 1 event is selected. Then let's go to the loading event, right? So we just gonna go to the loading event. Load. This is telling us that when the what have I done anyway? This is telling us that when the computer starts, right, or when the form starts, it should do something for us, right? So I want the load event. Where is the load event anyway? Okay, so I have the load event here. Yes, the load event. So what we are going to say here is we are going to say load, what is the name? Load underscore editor, just like that. Let's do something like this. Now load underscore editor is not a programming language, so we have to declare that statement, right, as a private sub, or let's say a public sub. So let's say private sub load editor, right? Good. And based on this load editor, that is where we are going to type all our code. So we will say dim, what is the name of the editor we've gotten, which is this guy, right? The editor. So we will just say dim editor as new editor, right? So wherever you see editor, we are talking about this editor. So here we will say that with editor, then we come here dots, let's say doc dot fill, right? We will fill the doc equals to doc style fail. We will fail the whole system if we just head over in there. For now, this is what we are going to do, right? Good. So let's come back down here, then let's declare another statement, right? So let's dim t as new tab, right? New tab. New is it tab control? I think it's new tab. We declare it as a new tab page, tab page, right? So wherever we see tab page, we are talking about, you saw that we deleted all the console. We saw that we deleted all the tab pages we have here, right? So we are going to create tab pages when this system loads. So with our tab page dot doc style, so let's say with our tab pages, we just want to say the title of it, the title, the text is equals to, let's say, new document, right? Good. And then we say dot name is equals to, the name of it is equal to, let's say, new editor, right? Then we will say that maybe I think, yes. So all we have to say is me dot tab control 1 dot tab pages, tab control 1. No, we just have to first add this editor onto this tab page, right? So we will say that t dot controls dot add, so we just have to add the editor. Good. And that is going to add the editor. After we've added the editor, we will say that me dot tab control 1 dot controls dot add, and now we are going to add the t, which is our tab page, to the form. Good. So anytime we load the software, this is what is going to happen, right? It's just going to load it's just going to load up a tab page in within for us. So as you can see, yes, we have this new document here, and it's very, very beautiful, right? So with this document, I think we can say, okay, html, and we come here, we say slash html, and we say, maybe I don't want to do anything, I don't have time for that, so we just say body, then we say body, then in within the body, let's try to write something, right? We just write something. Now let's click on this guy, and you see that we have the preview here. So based on this, we have to stretch some things up, right, so that everything is going to be perfect. First of all, we have to set the anchor of this editor. So with this guy, we have to set the anchor of it. So I think we have to set the anchor instead. We have the anchor. So where is this guy? Anchor. Yes, it is top left. So we have to size all of them, right? Good. So when you size all of them, it will just change the size of it. Don't worry. Let's go in for the let's undock the web browser as well, and let's resize the web browser to this side. I think sorry guys, I love this. So I have to set this to this portion, then also the anchor, set it to all. Good. And let's see this guy to take it down. Already we've set the anchor to fill everywhere, so we are good to go, right? So just save it, and now let's go back to our form. Now based on this form 1, which is this form 1, I would like to start in the middle of my screen. Yes, good. So don't forget to save your project. Now with this code, we just have to say application.exit, right? Good. And with this code, we just have to say if me.windowstate equals to Windows form normal, then we have to say that me.windowstate equals to form.maximize, else we have to repeat this same thing, me.minimal normal. Good. So just like that, and then we go in for this guy. So it's just going to be the same thing, but instead of normal we'll say minimized, right? Just like that. Good. And this minus sign and this plus sign is going to do a special job. So first of all, let's test our software and see how it works. Okay, so we have this nice document editor, and I'll just go to the web and go to I just wanna take a good look at this. Okay, I think my internet is messing me up, but I think I have W3 schools offline here, so I think I will be launching that based on this lesson, right? So I'll just go into maybe HTML, learn HTML, or let's say example project or example source code of anything. Yes, first of all, let me just disconnect, turn off my Wi-Fi for fast connectivity of this offline, blah blah blah. Good. So I think we have HTML here. I want a simple project. You see HTML example. I want a full complete project which I can open for it to be. Let's go to the bootstrap. I think with a bootstrap, this is HTML. I think I want the bootstrap anyway. Wow. Okay, so I have the bootstrap here. I need bootstrap 4, and the bootstrap 4, it has a lot of example. I think this example is quite good, so let's see, let's try it ourselves. So these are the codes, so we'll just copy all these codes and this is the preview we should get, right? So I'll just copy all these code, and I'll just have to come here and paste it all in here. So you see that I have all these codes. So now when I click on this preview, it's just previewed, but I can't see it anywhere here. So let's solve that one as well. So to solve that, let's go back to the editor, and we will say that if we press on this, first of all, when it is running, we will say that fast.visible equals false, right? But before we do that, let's use if statement so that we will get everything clear. So if fast.visible equals to true, right, then we will say that fast.visible equals to false, right? We say fast.visible equals to false, else fast.visible equals to true, but here we will turn web browser 1 dot visible equals to true, right? And here too we will set the web browser 1 dot visible equals to false, right? So here we will say that then this web browser can take that action, so we just have to cut all this. It doesn't have to run, cut it, right? So if the visible is true, then it should turn to false. When it turns to false, then it performs this action for us, right? Good. So let's see how it works. So we have this awesome editor here, and I'll just go by inside my blah blah blah, and I'll just copy that, and I'll just come here and paste it out. So I have this awesome, then I click on this, and you see it is running and I have everything quite here. Very, very beautiful and very, very nicely. Bear in mind that what I'm using right here, it has some bootstraps and other relative online blah 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 things up here, so you won't be getting the exact thing right there, but I believe with this you are good to go. You really understand what I'm trying to say here. All right, so that is what we've done so far. You can click here again, then you edit something. So let's say maybe this about me. I'm just gonna say iSoft original, and I'm just gonna preview once again. Yes, 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 and you can see here that is iSoft original, right? Okay, I can go back and undo what I did. I think undo. See that it just undo everything. You see that it is undoing everything, right? Okay, so we will end here, and I think you've really learned something in this particular project we are working on it. Okay, I believe you are good and you've understood whatever I'm trying to say here. So let's assume that you've gotten everything right. When you go to W3 Schools, you can indeed in fact use the software to do a lot of things. You can click on clear, that is gonna clear. I've copied something, so I just have to click on paste, then it pastes. Then I click on preview, then I have this here, like what I copied right here. So when I try it myself, it's the same thing. So that is it. So you can even copy all these, and you can come here, go back to the codes, just paste it, delete, and paste it here, right? When you click this, it will select all. When you click this, it will delete. So we have to just paste it and then click on this guy. So we have this. So that is all we have to do, and there are a lot of settings you can work within for it to be nice. But before we go, let's add these guys and let's get going. I nearly forgot. So to get done with those guys, all you have to do is, okay, when we double click this, we want to add a new tab. So we just have to go back and on this loader, just copy that and bring that loader here, because it's gonna perform the same code. It's gonna perform the same code we've added here, right? It's gonna perform the same code we've added here so far. Then let's see the delete, right? So the delete, we're just gonna say tab control 1 dot tab page. I think it's dot remove, I think dot tab pages dot remove, which is tab control 1 dot selected tab. So that is what it's going to do. It's just going to delete the selected tab you've created so far. So we have this all done, and I believe you've gotten the basic understanding of this. So I just have to just paste what I copied. So I just paste it here. See that I have it here. Let's clear it, delete it. Now I can click on this guy to get a new document, you see. So this can be a normal website, which is maybe this site here. That can be maybe a normal website here, and this can be also a different website, right? So let's go back and see if we can get a normal HTML page or website or anything like that. I don't know. So let's copy this, right? Let's copy this, and then let's go back to our software and let's paste it here. I think we have this. So when I click on this preview, you see I have this heading here, and I go back, I click on this preview. You can see that because this contains bootstrap, it has to take a good look at some things. Okay, so I believe you've gotten how these are done, and you've gotten the basic understanding, the basic idea, concept on how I managed to do this. Okay, now when I click on this link, this document, then I click on minus, it's going to delete that document for me. So I can add a lot of tabs I want, and at the same time I can delete those tabs, and everything is going to delete perfectly fine. I can minimize, you see, I can maximize, and everything is working fine, but just we have to dock this to the other side, right? So I can change it to normal size, and that is working all done. So if you want to get rid of that little guy, you just have to select all these guys and you set the anchor to top right. So you say top instead of left, you say right, and that is it. You are good to go. Okay, my name still remains iSoft Original, and this is the another exciting edition of the volume 2 software development we are working on. Until we meet again on our next lesson, have a nice day, and iSoft the Original himself is out.